Venmo has emerged as one of the most popular apps for cash-free P2P payments, with 78 million active users. According to the money gurus at CNBC, it's a go-to app to send money between friends. Millennials and Gen Z are all over it, and they even use Venmo as a verb, as in, Venmo me for the food. Now, what's cool about Venmo is that it doesn't charge you any fees for sending or receiving money. Surprisingly, despite this free service, they made an estimated $935 million in revenue in 2022. That's a solid 10% jump from the year before. So, Venmo isn't just popular, it's making serious cash. Venmo is one of the most successful and popular FinTech apps in the United States, and Forbes even named the app the crown jewel of all finance apps. But how did Venmo get the crown when there are so many other players in the field? How did the money-sharing startup conquer the US market and amass such revenue while offering its most popular service for free? In this video, we will explore the strategies that propelled Venmo to this remarkable success. The app, which initially gained popularity among students, was the brainchild of two college friends, Andrew Cortina and Ikram Magdon Ismail. The duo realized the inconveniences of the traditional transaction method while helping a friend with his yogurt shop. Observing the growing trend of mobile activities, they had an idea to create a service that allows people to send money just by using their devices. Finally, the idea was cemented when Magdon Ismail forgot his wallet during a trip to visit Cortina and was unable to settle their debt. Shortly after, they began working on a way to send money through mobile phones. They finally launched their app in 2009. After that, they used the info from user transactions to make their app even more attractive. In simple terms, they made it better based on what people were doing in the app. In 2010, the founders raised $1.2 million of seed money through a financing round. 2 years later, Venmo was bought by Braintree for $26.2 million. Then, in 2014, PayPal bought Braintree, including Venmo, for a whopping $800 million. It turned out to be a smart move for PayPal, especially when they split from eBay in 2015. In 2022, Venmo handled over $200 billion in payments, which is about 18% of all transactions on PayPal. As we can see, PayPal's decision to get Venmo paid off big time. Venmo became popular due to its ease of use and convenience in sending and receiving money among friends and family. Using the app almost feels like using a social media site, and payments seem as breezy as chats between friends. No wonder, Venmo is so loved by the Millennials and Gen Z. Like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, Venmo grew exponentially through peer-to-peer networking. In its 14 years, the app kept its initial uncomplicated interface, sending or requesting money seamlessly using your Venmo balance, integrated accounts, or cards. But the best part of it all is that despite all the new features and increased functionality, Venmo keeps getting easier to use and is now more user-friendly than ever. Handling finances is usually considered a complicated subject, but Venmo is still very social and fun to use. Moreover, it makes handling finances interactive and straightforward, so it's not surprising that the app resonates particularly well with millennials. While traditional banks focus on expanding branches and ATMs, Venmo does things differently. They understand that millennials rarely visit banks or carry cash, so they eliminated the hassle of getting up and walking to the ATM or inside a bank. Now you might be wondering, mobile money isn't a new thing, so what makes Venmo so special? Well, unlike traditional mobile banking, this app isn't owned by a bank institution. It doesn't even require a local account. Venmo allows users to send transactions to any account, even if other users are linked to different banking institutions. Lastly, it's available for any smartphone, which is its advantage over services like Apple Pay. We all know that millennials use their mobile devices for all their daily activities, and they prefer simple and fast services along with social sharing features. All these are offered by Venmo. So it is no wonder that the app had so impressive success among young people. Additionally, it removes the bad situations when two friends have to split a purchase that costs just a few dollars. Without having to deal with checks and cash, the process is even quicker, since they can select their friends by their name, phone number, or email address. With a few taps, users can transfer money and share with their contacts where they went, what they did, and with whom. The social aspect is very important for millennials, so the app provides all the elements they need. Now, Venmo does not charge individual users for sending or receiving payments, nor does the company charge any monthly or annual fees. So the question arises, how does Venmo make so much money? Venmo's money game is as diverse as its emoji-filled transactions. First up, there's the classic Pay with Venmo move, where users effortlessly exchange funds with a simple tap. When you pay with Venmo at stores, they charge the shops a bit, kind of like how Visa and MasterCard do. Then in 2018, Venmo started issuing debit cards. Now, when you use that card, Venmo grabs some fees and shares them with MasterCard. In addition to collecting these fees, Venmo also collects a withdrawal fee when users use their debit card to withdraw cash from ATMs. Venmo charges a $2.50 withdrawal fee for ATM withdrawals and $3 for over-the-counter withdrawals. On top of these fees, Venmo offers a Venmo credit card and charges a 3% fee for credit card transactions. It also enables Venmo to collect interest fees on delinquent payments, cash advances, and merchant fees. While these features are convenient for users, they also give Venmo another chance to generate revenue. Venmo charges 1% of the transaction total for these services. Concurrently, Venmo generates revenue via affiliate commissions on its cashback program, discreetly contributing to the app's fiscal framework. So it's like a mix of everyday transactions, some fees, and teaming up with others, all adding up to keep Venmo financially profitable. Venmo comes with its fair share of limitations. Firstly, it operates exclusively within the United States. No transactions may be made outside the country, even by American users. Security issues remain a concern for those skeptical of using mobile payment platforms. Another limitation is that Venmo is primarily available for personal use instead of business purposes and is only linked to personal bank accounts or credit cards. One significant drawback is that Venmo doesn't support payment cancellations, meaning that once a user sends money, even if it's by mistake, they can't get it back. Adding to the list of limitations, Venmo imposes a weekly cap of $4,999, 99 cents on both sending and receiving money for personal accounts. Venmo certainly has some strong competitors in the fintech market. Google has relaunched the Google Wallet app to be more like Venmo. Facebook began enabling free peer-to-peer payments between friends in Facebook Messenger recently. Moreover, Square Cash now allows instant money transfers, instead of waiting a few days after cashing out, just like Venmo. Apple Inc.'s Apple Pay is a similar payment system used for making purchases in stores with a fingertip reader on iPhones. This app only works on iOS products and is unavailable to Android users. However, Google developed Android Pay, which is essentially the same thing. The 7 largest banks in America launched a competitor to Venmo in 2017 called Zelle, which shares some of the similarities without the social platform. Zelle has gained a strong foothold in the US, but Venmo still holds a commanding lead in the under 35 age bracket. Square's Cash App is also competing for those customers and has seen a lot of success in 2020 by adding Bitcoin and investing services. Wrapping things up, as mobile payments continue to soar, there are signs that Venmo will maintain its strong lead. Venmo is an app that brings together all the elements preferred by millennials, and it is a must-have app for their devices. Even the monetization strategy is one that doesn't compromise user experience. Instead, it adds more value to the app for the sake of its customers. The boring activity of money transactions has transformed into a simplified experience for many, all thanks to Venmo. So, did you Venmo your food bill to a friend yet? Let us know.